So of course it's Monday, so that means it's decorating day. Oh, look, crap. Sorry, I had stuff sitting on there. So I'm just flicking straight into my planner and just grabbing out all the bits that I need. I'll just put this down to the side. So this week what I'm going to do, or what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to use a bit of stuff out of from the Life is Sweet range, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. So I'm starting off in the Mountains Paper Lovers book. This one's, oh, not obviously, but this one is discontinued. You won't be able to find it anywhere unless you look really, 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 really hard. You can still find them on eBay, and sometimes you can find them on Gumtree. So if you do really want one, that would be where I would suggest trying to find one. But I love this Paper Lovers book. It's one of my favourites. It's actually the first Paper Lovers book I ever got, and I love it. So I'm just grabbing this piece of patterned paper from the Paper Lovers book. So what I'm going to sort of do this week is I'm going to use this sort of bright pink. It's going to be all pink, and it's going to have a bit of silver highlight. Sorry, my dog just decided to leave. Using this washi tape that is from Little B. I got it from Crafts Online when I went into their warehouse a couple of weeks, well, yeah, a couple of weeks ago? Yeah, it must have been a couple of weeks ago. Email. Sorry, I really should have that on mute. Sorry about that, everybody. So this is sort of just going to be a bit of a highlight detail to sort of use, and then I'll use some stickers to sort of bring a bit more into this. So I'm going to start off just by cutting. So I'm just going to grab my paper trimmer. So I'm just going to use my little Fiskars one. I have recently replaced the blade on this one. I'm just going to move that out of the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 4 sets of these sort of flowers. I'm not quite sure yet if I'm going to use all 4, but we'll cut 4 and see how we go. So I'm just doing this by sight. I'm not measuring anything, and we'll work out when we get there if it's too thick or too thin or whatever. You guys probably have worked it out by now. I tend to do more things by sight. I don't actually enjoy things being perfect. I'm sure I've told you that before. I like to be slightly off with most things, just in general. So I'm going to move those over to the side. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these running along the bottom. I want to do light ones on one side, and no, I want to stay all dark pink. So I'm going to run them along the bottom and the top, just like this. I'm just doing it really quickly so you can see, just making sure that they're not too dissimilar in width. You don't want one really thick and one really thin. I'm just going to try and, yeah, see, you can sort of see there's, I don't know if you can see, there's sort of 4 different widths going on here, which is okay, but just not quite what I want. So all I'm going to do, and this may or may not work, I don't know yet, we'll find out. It's just kind of stick these together. I wish I could stick them together. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Just going to grab out of my desk. Just going to grab a paper clip. This is just one of the round ones that Kikki.k make. I don't know if this will work. Give it a shot. I'm just going to line that up where I think it needs to be. Pull my finger away. No, there we go. Made a slight little problem there, but the good thing is I've got plenty of it, so if I have messed it up completely, I can recut, maybe. They still look okay. I may have done that. I wouldn't suggest doing that. That's probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. But it's not straight, but I can fix that with the washi, so that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick these down, rub out the bits and pieces that are in the way, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so that's what it looks like when I've put these on. Something I noticed, I tried to reposition this one because this one is so badly not straight. Doesn't really want to let me. Really doesn't want to let me. So we're just going to have to work with that when I put the washi tape down. So I'm going to cut the excess off first. You also may have noticed that I just trimmed a little bit off the top. I just did that because it was, again, not particularly straight. So I just fixed it up with the paper trimmer just to make it more straight. As I said, I'm not the biggest when it comes to straight, but at the same time, just occasionally if it's really wonky like this one is, it's driving me kind of crazy. But I'll fix it. You can fix things with washi tape. Okay, so that's what it looks like now. So what I'm going to do now is just grab this really, really super skinny washi tape, which I absolutely adore. I haven't used it yet though, so this is going to be... I actually don't think I've ever used any washi tape from this brand before, so we'll give it a shot and see how we go. Trying to find the edge apparently is the hard part. There it is. So it is super, super, super skinny. I'm just going to cut off how much I need. It just gives a really, you guys know I really like skinny washi tape anyway, so it just gives that little bit of bling without going too far. I'm just trying to line this up. This is going to hide the fact that that other line wasn't straight, so I'm just trying to line this up and keep it as straight as I can. There we go. Oh, that looks so cool. I'm really happy with that. And it does, it hides that fact that the line's not really all that straight really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do all the others, and I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so before I stick that last piece of washi down, there's nothing that I'm going to do that's going to cover up the fact that that's as unstraight as it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt this. It's probably not going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. So I'm going to just line my ruler up where, so that the line is straighter. It's probably still not straight, but yeah, if I go like that. Straighter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just really, really gently, just with a craft knife, I'm just going to cut. And this could really badly backfire, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So I'm just being really gentle because I only want to cut that top bit of paper. And let's see if I can fold it up and get rid of it. I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe. It's kind of peeling off badly, but it is peeling off. this may work. So I definitely haven't cut the piece below, so that's good. My head's probably very badly in shot right now. I'm really sorry. I just need to be a bit close to get this up. Oops. Nearly cut my hand. Warning, knives are sharp. The washi will hide some of that, but just it was such an unstraight line that it just wasn't going to work. So I've kind of rescued this, which I'm kind of happy about, or kind of very happy about. So I'm just trying to find that washi again. I really like this washi tape. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'll link it down below. I'll find it on Crafts Online. But you do get 2 rolls of it, and they do have it in gold and silver. I just feel like I've got tons of gold tape, so I wanted to get something a little different. But it just gives it just a really nice little glint, which sometimes the Kikki.k washi or the washi tape that I've got from Kmart and stuff, sometimes it just is a little much. And you guys know I generally tend to cut them in half or thirds or anything anyway, so anyway, that's what it looks like when I've put all the washi down. I really like that. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. So the next thing I'm going to do is put all my little bits and pieces, like write everything in, put the stickers in, etc. So I'm just grabbing some netball stickers. And I think, do I still have champion ones, or do I have to make some new ones? No, I have to make some new ones. Footballs. Watermelons. Yep, I might just have to make a couple of new ones. So I'll just grab, I'm just going to make one, so I'll just do it with glue tape. I'm so bloody brain dead sometimes. Oi, oi, oi. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down and write all the bits and pieces in that I need to write, and I'll be back in just a sec. So the next thing I'm going to do, after I completely messed up a bunch of these, so you would have seen last week I used stickers to signify how many more weeks or days until I went away. This week I'm going to use stamps if these come in numbers, and I don't remember if they do. I'm pretty sure they do. So I'm just finding all the numbers that I do. These are the Kikki.k ones. I don't use them as often as I probably should. They are really, really cute. I don't need a 3. So I'm just going to go through these rather than sitting with you guys watching me do this, because it might take a while, and I'll be back in just a sec. So they're all of the bits of paper, or bits of paper, all the stamps. All I want to do really quickly before I actually go stamping, these are just my stamp pads from Aldi that I bought a little while ago. Well, actually a really long time ago now. In a Aldi haul when they had paper stuff. So I'm just checking the colours, because I've got two sort of colours that I think work here. Yeah, the light pink. That's what Ryan said, and he's usually right, so we're going with that. So I'm just going to use this stamp pad to do this. I'm just going to rub out all the sort of, hold on, just before I finish, I've got two other ready pink colours, so I'll just check that they're not better. No, that's not red, that's orange. And I think this will actually come out more red than anything else. Yeah, we're definitely sticking with that lighter one. So I'm just grabbing a tissue and just wiping it off, because I have got all those other colours on there. I was going to do black originally, but I don't like black now, so we won't do that. So I'm just grabbing my eraser, and I'm just going to put them down the side. So we start off with the ones. Where did I put them? There they are. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of these, and I'll be back in a sec. So I'm just going to write just in the darker pink pen, just underneath all of those, or near those ones, days to Nui on all of them, just so I just want to kind of emphasize it a little bit more, but I'm just going to do it really, really small. So just really simple, but just, I think that looks a little bit better. Definitely looks better than last week. There is a lot of pink in here now, so I need to do something to break it all up. I'm just jumping back into this Paper Lovers book. And there's something, where is it? There's a rosette in here. Here we go. There's a rosette in here that I've made a rosette on my channel before, and when I say I don't like them, I like them. They're very cool, but they're just really not very practical. So I'm going to reuse these pieces for something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this sheet out if it decides it wants to come out, which it doesn't want to right now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of make a little holder thing for my little list. Just doing it a little bit differently than normal. Just because I've always used envelopes, I like to do other things. So what I'm doing is I'm just folding that into, not quite thirds, but just so there's a little bit of a tongue at the top. And also folding over, so there's like a little tongue here as well. I really like that purple, so obviously, so I'm just using that a little bit more. This will be a flip. It'll probably sit there, I think. I'm going to trim this down a little bit so it sits a bit lower. So what I'm going to do is just stick this down Just using this as a protector for my desk. Oops. And then I'm just going to trim. Just going freehand because it's not going to make that much of a difference. I'm just going to put that there and let's just see. Yep, that's going to sit in the right spot. So I'm just going to use this little bit as a protector because I don't need to use quite as much tape. I need a rather thin line, probably not that thin, just because I don't want to make it so there's not enough room in here for the note to sit in. So you really only want about half the tape, and so just fold that over and stick it down, and that then should, please be nice. Oh, it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but it is going to fit, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I did it too tight. I'm just going to use this bit of cardboard just because it's a bit thicker. You can sort of wiggle it around a bit more. There we go. Now that should go in a bit easier. Maybe, maybe not. It really doesn't want to go in there. Okay, so I'm just opening this up. Not being particularly gentle now, which probably should be. So I've actually just put that in and then stuck it down. Hopefully I don't have to pull it out that often that it's going to make a difference. And I'm just trimming this up so I can see some of the pink coming through. Same thing on that side. And then I'm going to grab the little circle that's with this as well. Banners. I don't tear the crap out of them. My only criticism of the Paper Lovers books, just sometimes getting stuff out of them, especially really fiddly things like these ones, can be really hard. Really hard. I'm going to stick it there like that. So I'm just going to grab my tape again, and it is deliberately going to have the tail of this sitting off. That is an on purpose thing. Just want to add a bit more dimension to it. So cutting it off on that side but leaving it sticking out on that side, and then just adding just a little bit more silver just to tie it all together. There's just a little bit of tape, like sticky bit, hanging out on the edge there, so I just tidied that up just by rubbing it out. Just a really clever little trick, that one. Most glue tapes / glue dots, you can just rub them out with just a normal eraser and they will go away. So it's going to sit there. I'm just going to punch a hole in it. Just need something here, so I'm just jumping into the sticker book. Yeah, sticker book, stickers and tags. Just trying to find something. I almost want something blue. Just, I've got the blue over here in the tail and I just feel like I need something blue over this side. As you can see, this particular tags are rather well used. I'm just checking before I pull another one out. I do have a couple of these tags hiding in here, so I'll just check which ones I've got here. I've got Christmas tags. No blue ones. No, I'm going to use that blue one. So just this blue one here. Oh, I feel like I've got paper everywhere tonight. What I am going to do just on this tag. Oh, and I forgot one more thing, which I'll do in just a sec. I'm just going to really, as neatly as I can, just write the needful details very small on here because I have forgotten them. So really small there, and I'm just going to sit that off to the side, and that just brings in a bit of blue on this side. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm just grabbing my hole punch. That's how I'm going to leave it, I think. Oh, hold on. I'm forgetting one more thing. I was going to write in the AFL details and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Rightio, footy detail in. That's the last of it. I'm done. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, but I really like the results. Like it's very simple. I don't know what took me so long. What did take me so long? Not quite sure, but I think it looks really cool. I really like the silver. I think that just brings a bit of something. Let me know what you think of this one. Did I spend far too long on it for such a simple result? I don't know. Let me know. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Don't like them so much, but you can do it. If you want to leave a comment, you're more than welcome to do so. You can do that down below, or you can get in contact with me on Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat. I will link all of those in the description box down below. I post videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so if you're not subscribed already, now is a great time to do it, and that way you won't miss anything. Otherwise, I will see you guys again really soon. Thanks a lot. Bye!